Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade. Always great seeing my bud, Don Lemon. This movie, man, so powerful. Why do we have this problem with mass incarceration and what's happening right now in the African American community?
Because we are afraid to deal with it. I mean, we keep saying we need to have a conversation, and people don't really do it. And we have to talk about, we've got to deal with how this country was founded. We've got to deal with race. As ugly as some people think it is, as uncomfortable as it may be for people, we've got to get honest with each other. We have to allow room in the conversation for people to make mistakes. And quite frankly, you know, we have to get the larger culture to understand that maybe at this point in time they need to open up their minds a little bit, because it's too different. We live in two different worlds and two different societies, maybe even a number of different societies. It's not just about race, it's about class as well, because there are wealthy black people, there are poor black people, there are wealthy white people, there are poor white people. And we need to, and this election is showing that. What's happening now with this election cycle is these issues that are talked about in this film, that are discussed, are going to decide this election.
When you look at this election, I was just complimenting you on your election coverage. I think you're doing such a great job. What are your thoughts, man? This is crazy what's happening right now.
If someone wrote this, I would say that would never happen. You have someone who says that they're reaching out to African Americans in the most insulting and in some ways vulgar way. And then you have someone who's been working for African American issues, but then people aren't feeling her authenticity. It's really sort of unbelievable. But just to hear the rhetoric and the language going back and forth, I can't. Every night I sit there at the anchor desk and I go, "Is this happening? Like, is this real?" And it is.
When you look at what needs to be done to solve the problems we're dealing right now with this, with the messages, with racial inequality, what do you think the solutions are?
Listening. No one wants to listen. Everyone has an idea of how they feel, and they want to call everyone a name, and you're racist. And on both sides, I have white people call me racist, and on both sides. I think we just need to really listen to each other. You don't learn anything when you're doing all the talking, or when you've already made your mind up. And I think we have to have some serious reform when it comes to criminal justice in this country and in social justice. We really need to do that. That needs to be a top priority for our lawmakers in this country, and we have to hold their feet to the fire to do it as citizens.